Welcome back to another episode of Kotlin Bootcamp for Programmers. Along with the previous examples and episode that we talked about the creating a class and the constructors, in this episode I'm going to show you, or I'm going to tell you what is the visibility modifier in Kotlin programming language, or this will implement on all programming language. There are four types of visibility modifier. They are private, protected, internal, and public. By default, there is no such public or private in code as you see so far. That is because by default everything in Kotlin is public, which means that everything can be accessed everywhere, including classes, methods, properties, and member variables. In Kotlin, classes, objects, interfaces, constructors, functions, properties, and their setters can have visibility modifiers. Public means visible outside the class. Everything is public by default, including variables and methods of the class. Internal means it will be only visible within that module. So a module is like a set of Kotlin files which can pull together, for example, a library or application. That's a module. Private means it will be only visible in that class or source file if you are working with function. Protected is the same as private, but it will also be visible to any subclass. Let's see an example. We have a class here. It is outer class. We call it outer. It is open class. This is open because we want to extend this class. Now we have subclass. We extend outer class. It means this. If you see this colon after the class name in Kotlin, it means this class extend this class. In Java, if you know, it is something like that. Extend, or in even in C++ is also like this, extend. It is the same thing like other programming language. In Kotlin, after the class name, if you put colon and after that the other class name, it means that this class is a subclass of this. It means this class extend this class. And now this class, and now we have one more unrelated class. This unrelated, it means it have not extend anything from this. It is unrelated to these two classes, and just we send the outer class as a constructor. We send that outer class. We have to access these variables inside this file. Now let's see how we can implement these private, protected, internal, and public. First, let's see. We have one private A, we have one protected variable B, internal C, and the public val D. Now where we can access this A is private. So what if it is private? It means visible inside this class only, including all its members. It means if it is private, it is visible only inside this class, only inside this brackets from here to here, from here to up to here. It means it is only visible inside this class. It even including this this subclass, even it including this nested class, we can access those elements here also, because that is the private. But we cannot access that inside this, inside the subclass outer. Even that is extended, but we cannot access that. For example, if we want to access that here, now let's see, cannot access A. It is invisible, private, in a super type. As you see, we cannot access A here, and we can access B and C. Now I wanna keep it as a commented. And now even the other class here we cannot access here. As you see, if you see A is, they cannot access A. It is private and outer. We cannot access A. Now what is the B? B is protected. Protected means only this class, same class it exists, and also the subclass will extend, will use, will be visible this, or will can use this B. If B is protected, it means only this class and the classes that are extending this class will have access to this B. It means this class, outer class, can have access. The anything inside this class can access B. For example, this B, we can print B here. It is inside this. We can print B here. We can print B here. We have access, and even inside the subclass, this subclass extend the outer. So we can override B with different value, or we can directly use that V here. As you see, we don't have an error here. Let's see, we have error in A, we don't have error in B. It means we can access B in the subclass, but in the outer class it is not related to that. A and B are not visible because A is private, we can access only the within that class, and B is protected, we can access only on the same class and the subclasses, we can access that. And the unrelated, we create a new class, we cannot access B. It means the protected file. Now, and what if it is an internal? If it is internal, we can access that internal anywhere inside the module. Module means like a library. Module means inside the application we have. In all application we have, we can use that. That means any client inside this module who sees the declaring class sees its internal members. Now we can access this module outer inside. We can access C. It is internal inside the outer class. Now we can, if you access that C here, I can access outer dot C. I can access the property of this outer inside the C. I can use that C directly, and also inside the subclass. As you see, I'm using the C because in the subclass also we can access that. In the outer class C, we have access to that C because C is visible. We can use that inside this all the file, and also even another package. Let's go to another package. Let's see this outer classes inside the test package, and also this aquarium is inside the mn.coder package. Now let's go to the aquarium class, and now let's access that. I imported that outer class here. Now let's access that anywhere here. I want to access that C. Now outer, I can see that dot C. Even I can access that here. We can print that value. I can print ln like this, and outer we are creating first an object of that, and after object we can access C, we can access D because D is public and C is internal, and we can access print outer because that is a function that will print the variable for us. Now if you see, we can access the C here. So this is the internal. And now let's get back to our outer class. What we have here, we have D. D is a public. It means by default everything in Kotlin is public. If it is public, this variable or class can be accessed anywhere, in the application. This accessible inside this class, even it is the internal or nested class. We can access it here inside the same class. We can access in the subclass, that extend outer. We can access that in the subclass. It is D here, so we can access that. And also in the unrelated, even in the unrelated, that is the public, so it is in the same file or in the same module. We can access the outer class here. As you see, we can access the outer like this, outer outer and the parenthesis, and after that we can access C and D. We can access D here. Now if you see, we can access all of them inside that function. Now let's print this print unrelated, what we can access. Let's print dot print me, what we can access. And now let's print this one, print outer. So let's create a main function here, function main, and after that I want to create an object of outer. How you can create an object? You can create val or val outer equal outer and like this. And now I have created an object of an outer. Now I can access all of these things. So I can access all of these things, not all of this, but I can access this internal and it is public, or this function is public. I can access this, or I can access this protected also. Now let's see outer, what we have in the outer dot. I have C, I have D. C is internal, D is public, and print outer is public. We can access this. I want to access this print outer. This print outer will print as A, B, C, D, and also it will print the nested inside that. And second thing, let's access the subclass. How you can access that? Val subclass, it is our sub, or I can name it as a sub. It is subclass. And now like this we have created an instance of this subclass. We have created an instance of this subclass. Now in the subclass we have only B. That is the protected. We can access that, and we can access this print me because that is global. Now let's see what we can have inside the sub dot. If you thought sub dot D, we can access print me, that is public. We can access print outer. Why I can have print outer here? Even the print outer is inside this print outer, is inside this outer, but I can access that inside the print outer like this. Even I have access to print outer because this subclass is outer class. It means it extends everything. So for more part of this, what extend do, so I will cover on the inheritance part. Don't worry about that. That means right now we can access that D, can access that C. A is private, we cannot access that, and B is protected, we cannot access here. And now I can access C and D and print me. Let's do print me, and we will print. And the last one, unrelated. Let's create I want to just print this function, print unrelated. I can use print unrelated directly like this. Unrelated. This will create as an object or an instance of that. So inside this unrelated, it need inside the constructor, it need an outer. So I can send this outer. As a parameter. Now then after that dot, we can have access to O, and we can have access to the print unrelated. Let's say print unrelated. We can have access to that O, we talked about that, and we have access to that print unrelated because these are the public one. And now we can create a new instance of this outer like this. We can create an instance of outer directly, and we can use print unrelated. Now if I print and run the program, let's see what we can see on that other side. I think it is running. So error outer, yeah, it's getting error. I have to run this one because I cannot run, because outer.kt, it is in the configuration, it have to be configured. If I run here, run outer.kt, I will get the output. Now if you see on the first thing, print outer means on the print outer I can access A, B, C, D and everything. If you see print outer, I can access A, B, C, D, and even I can access nested, and we can access E. inside that ES5. Now in the second one, on the second one, where is it? So print me is inside that subclass. We can access B, we can access B, we can access D, and we can access B, C, D, and the nested is 4, and nested element is 4. Now in the last one, unrelated and print unrelated, this one we have access to C, we have access to C equal to 4 C, and we have access to D, and we don't have access to that nested. That is because that nested is protected. So in the unrelated we cannot access that one here. So this is it for visibility modifier. If you like the video, please thumbs up. If you don't like, please comment below, that we can improve ourselves together. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification, that you will be the first one to notify, and you will be the first one to learn new things so fast. And thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video.